Sami Zayn's Artist Collective run, and his Intercontinental Championship run. Sometime in 2019, Sami Zayn was the mouthpiece of Shinsuke Nakamura. Well, this is during the time that Shinsuke is still the Intercontinental Champion. And yeah, he also played as the mouthpiece for Nakamura, as I told you, just like Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush, Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar, Paul Bearer and The Undertaker. One speaks and one does the action, though Sami Zayn himself is talented. And during this time, well, he was involved in Nakamura's rivalries as he also make some things that is actually gaining them more heat than usual. But this doesn't hide the fact that Shinsuke's Intercontinental and United States Championship runs, while most of his runs, while he was not televised on television, it was also seen in his SmackDown Tag Team title run, while they were mostly on also on television on their SD title run, him with Cesaro, but they are on the losing ends. Well, yeah, compared to his United States and Intercontinental Championship runs, which are both long, but he wasn't featured that much on television, and even with the addition of Sami Zayn, well, he has lesser rivalries on screen. While the memorable ones that I can recall is with The Miz, Ali, and Braun Strowman. And yeah, most of the time, while he's not on television, or I did forget who was his rivals are during that time for Nakamura's case. And yeah, Sami Zayn, well, he also made some funny things during Nakamura's entrance, dancing on the beat, just like, well, people actually somehow like that or somehow hate that, just like how Sami Zayn does it also with Kevin Owens' entrance before. So, well, sometime also in 2019 or 2020, well, they recruited Cesaro for their Artist Collective team, and yeah, the trio are now participating in six-man tags, which later on, while Nakamura lost the title to Braun Strowman. But luckily for the Artist Collective, well, they regained the title, but Sami Zayn won the title in a 3-on-1 handicap match. So this is the start of Sami Zayn's Intercontinental Championship run, which his first run, while his rivalry is more with Daniel Bryan, well, because Braun Strowman, well, he kind of been the replacement for Roman Reigns at WrestleMania versus Bill Goldberg. And due to that replacement, well, he can compete for the IC title. So Daniel Bryan, while he feuded with the champion Sami Zayn. But the first title run was cut short, well, due to Sami Zayn, well, he stayed at home and he didn't compete. So for his title reign, well, it ended right there. But on social media sites and even his return, well, he is still calling himself the Intercontinental Champion, the undefeated IC Champion, which, well, later on, the IC Championship, AJ Styles won the tournament for the title, and then Jeff Hardy defeated AJ Styles for the title. And then Sami Zayn returned. When he returned, well, he challenged for the Intercontinental Championship. Both his championship and Jeff Hardy's championship were all on the line. Considering also that Jeff Hardy defeated AJ Styles in using the knee brace when he defeated AJ Styles for the championship for his 5th IC title. Well, it was also short-lived because they were also drafted to Raw afterwards. So Sami Zayn, while he enjoyed again a second Intercontinental Championship run, which while he was put into feuds left and right. Of course, there was the feud with the former champion Hardy, and then while he started a mini feud with Apollo Crews, which while it ended before it truly started for that rivalry. While Apollo Crews defeated Zayn, and then for the championship match, while Zayn defeated Apollo Crews. And then later on, while he was on SmackDown, he was competing on matches. And then when the New Day split, his former tag team group, the Artist Collective, well, the ironic thing is, here, they lost all their titles to the New Day members. For the tag team championships, Nakamura and Cesaro lost the titles to Kofi and Xavier Woods. And for the IC title, well, Sami Zayn was defeated by Big E. So the New Day are the champions and they defeated the former Artist Collective. And yeah, that's also a fact. So his title reign in 2020, well, up to the end of it, well, it is actually, well, he's somehow memorable. It's memorable because he held the title during the COVID era, or the, I forgot the stadium what it is called, the Thunderdome era, which, well, WWE actually uses the Thunderdome, well, to actually had this promotion and people are actually watching on screens. Wrestlers by this time, while it is hard to go out and they are still competing in a weekly basis for the respective brands in different brands and different wrestling promotions, with also safely precautions from the companies that they are actually competing with. After that said, it is amazing that they still continue this era. And for the Intercontinental Championship, well, Sami Zayn carried the IC title during this pandemic era, during this Thunderdome era that, well, WWE actually, they had this longer plans in the future. And because, well, of the current pandemic, his first title run, as I told you, well, it ended before it actually had a longer status for the title reign. And yeah, so after that, well, Big E was positioned to be the champion, which he won the title before 2020 ended. And yeah, it is also a memorable win. Well, for Big E, well, he was on the tag team division for almost 6 years by that point. He was joining the New Day, they were creating skits, and he was also on the side of Kofi Kingston during the time that Kofi won the WWE Championship. And when he had a single run for Kofi, while his brothers in arms, Xavier Woods and Big E, supported him in his title reign and his title run. While even though they have separate programs, they are still paired on television. And as for Big E now, well, he is enjoying his solo championship run. And as for the other members of the New Day, well, they lost the title to the Hurt Business, which the Hurt Business is also one of the most hottest tag teams, well, the hottest stable for today, considering that they actually had matches with Retribution, which they were actually had vignettes during the pandemic era also. And when they had vignettes, when they debuted, well, it's not that good. It is an attempt to actually make them strong during their debut, but yeah, the group actually fell apart before it actually grew. And as for I told you, the Intercontinental Championship, well, it is on Big E's hands, and I think Sami Zayn is still had some rematch clause somehow for the title. And yeah, that's it for today, and I hope you all like this video. Comment below, share, like, and subscribe. And I apologize for the well, late publishing of this said video because, well, I had some other things that I do. For example, I'm doing also a Wattpad stories, which you may see the same username on Wattpad as I create anime related topics, which I hope you all see it one day, and yeah, you took interest. I will put also my username here on this channel so that you can view my story, my original story. It's an anime crossover with a lot of combinations from Dragon Ball Z to etc. So thank you guys, and I hope you all like this video. Comment down below, share, subscribe, and again, peace.